there needs to be an else if, or an else. If you get what I'm trying to say. So while it's on its own, it doesn't have to be on its own. Compared to the opening bracket, where if you have it on its own, it always is on its own for some dumb reason. Why am I stupid?
Who's dying in the background?
Probably my roommate.
Is all I heard. Streaming now. To make an alert. Learning Ape on hundo at stream. Publish. Publish. Ape Escapes channel.
What am I? Why am I going to this no man's land?
And then I post in Finruns as well.
What's your favorite speedrun?
Ape. Ape poo.
Ape 2?
No, ape poo.
Ape is poo?
No. Is my camera on? I hope it's not because I'm nude.
How you are?
Okay, it's
Why are
on.
you nude?
Because I sauna'd.
You've been nude the entire call?
Why would I put clothes after that when I'm going to sleep?
But
Sometime.
you didn't go to sleep.
Yeah, but I'm not leaving my house, so I have no reason to put on clothes and no one's coming here.
So you just have no clothes on right now.
Yes, I have my bathrobe thingy.
Well, that's not nude. You have the robe. The robe is your clothes.
I'd say it's nude unless you have clothing like pants and shirt.
Not everyone wears pants and shirts. Some people wear snuggies.
A what now?
Snuggie.
Who is the food?
Snuggie. Haven't you seen a snuggie?
I have no clue what your snuggie is.
I'm gonna send you a picture of the snuggie.
What the fuck is that? Just a blanket. With a pocket.
With sleeves.
What's a fleece?
Sleeve.
It's fleece.
Oh, what the crap is... I think that's the material it's made out of. I think.
Why is there a dog?
I don't know, ask the ad creators. Ask the Snuggie people why they like dogs.
No.
Stop.
I'm gonna go check the Russian ape names, then I'll play Ape Escape.
That's a very important duty.
Well, I forgot to do it last time.
Also, I'm not watching your stream.
Good.
Because I don't have two monitors.
You have a phone.
What? I don't want to use my phone's battery, and it's charging.
Clean my controller, it's dirty and disgusting.
How?
Come back over here and clean it.
You pay for the flight.
No.
Well, then I'm not cleaning your controller.
Why not? I let you do it for
costs-
free.
For free, including the cost of the flight?
No.
But the flight's expensive.
That's your problem.
How?
Because you need to come here to do the free cleaning of my controller.
Why would I want to clean your controller?
For free?
I can also clean my own controller for free. It doesn't mean I want to do it.
You don't have a PS2 controller, that's mine.
Yeah. I did that star, that's... Oh yeah, I did die over there. I never went back over there because I'm practicing and not thinking.
Tum tum.
Ah! What were you saying?
Tum tum?
Is that the name of a monkey?
Yeah. He has stomach
I don't-
aches. Aches?
Stomach aches?
Yes, whatever that is.
Stomach?
Yes.
What's a stomach?
I don't know. Twitcher! Joe Young.
What was it?
MOBA.
I don't know any of the PAL ape names.
I don't remember any of them. Well, I know one, which is Donkey, and his description is in the wrong game.
I only know 2 ape names, and they're both in ape 2.
Worship Spector with an O, okay.
Oh no, I'm wrong. There's 3 ape names I know that, and they're all in ape 2. And I'm sure you know all 3 of them. Actually, no, 4. I'm sorry.
4?
Yes.
What's the 4th one?
Okay, there's Din, Vic, Dum Dum, and Dick.
Oh yeah, of course. I forgot the Dick existed.
How could you forget that he existed?
Because I hate him.
Why do you hate him?
Because he's in Ape 2.
Good reason.
I know, right?
Isn't there like a speedrun category just for catching Dick?
Yeah,
How many runs are there? Probably like 2.
there's like 5.
That's 3 more than I expected. Which... I'm used to meme categories existing, like one guy doing it and then his friends doing it, and then nothing ever happens in the category ever again. And I think I just described every single category we made. Ever. Except like Six Toad, where like 7 different people did it for some reason.
7? There was like 12 people on the emulator board.
7 people who mattered.
Babs.
Stop naming monkeys.
Mr. Smith, raised by man.
All of these could be vanilla names, and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what the normal Paul names are. I will check, but I don't have a PAL save on my memory card, and I don't wanna go through the hassle of transferring one from my USB stick. Dustbin, always eating. Zap. Bobo.
Oh, Bobo's in the game?
Yeah, and he's irresponsible.
I haven't heard from Bobo in forever.
Yeah.
Probably why he's irresponsible.
How are you supposed to say that in English? The SADE. That's a Finnish word and it means rain.
All I could think of is Sade.
Yeah, but that doesn't sound right. HB loves cartoons. Miller has been rejected.
By who?
Bad. Oh yeah, Bad for Day. I remember that's whatever thingy to Conquer's Bad for Day. Reference is the word I was thinking of. Lovely lips. Hippie, stress-free monkey.
What's your favorite Canada?
Spank.
Spank?
Yes. Fossil, old and grey.
A singular spank.
Yes. Dean. Fish. Wings. Chum. Sensei. Mash adores potatoes. However that works. Arnie, he'll be back. Terve partikkeli.
Oh, that's a film reference.
Yeah, I
Arnie.
know. I don't know Arnie, but I know he'll be back. I assume they're from the same thing though.
Yeah. Arnie is named after the actor that portrayed the guy that was in the film that said I'll be back.
Juu, partikkeli. Mä katon tässä nää piraattiversion nimet läpi, kun ne unohtuu viime kerralla.
I only know that because the guy later became a governor.
Ja Arnold.
For some reason.
Reference.
And I think that was like one of his slogans. Dude, I'm freaking Fred, man.
Marley, reggae fanatic.
I still don't know what the crap on reggae is.
It's a music genre.
No, I know it's some sort of music genre. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it's called that.
Is it like that in the normal version? You can. His gun is like transparent. So you can see through his gun.
Huh?
You can see.
That's weird.
You can see the background through the gun.
What was it? The only thing I remember about reggae is when I first heard of it, I thought it was called Reggie. I was like, why did they name a freaking thing after the president of Nintendo? And I don't think I've ever heard of reggae music. Whatever it's supposed to be.
I don't know if I'm gonna compare this against Japanese version whenever I switch after this. So I'll take a note of it in my notes.
Japanese version? Oh, you mean the invisible gun, not the names.
I read on the cutting room floor that one of the monkey names in the US version changed in a revision. Really? I didn't know there was a different revision of the US version. I know there's two versions of the Japanese version.
Oh, there's a different version of the US version? What's one that I have? I have no freaking clue.
Who knows?
It'll never be known because by the time that I get home to check, I'll forget about it.
Dexter Island, Red Monkey, Gun, See, Through, Monkey, Book.
I freaking exist. But I was close to dying.
Normski hates his real name.
Why doesn't he tell his real name then?
Is Normski his real name, or is that the name he chose instead? Who knows?
Why would you choose Normski as your name? You have every name in the world to choose from, and you choose Normski.
It's a monkey.
Still, they're intelligent monkeys. I think. Or they have the intelligence elements.
Oh, this monkey's name definitely hasn't been translated, because that's just Tanjobi, which is from Danjobi, Japanese, which means birthday. And his description is born on 18th of March.
Okay.
So that's most likely a Jane, so I'll note that.
That might also be the sane one as well, maybe.
What do you mean the same one?
Sane.
Huh?
S-A-N-E might be in the same boat.
Sane? Oh, Sade, you mean?
Oh, Sade, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, it might be, actually. I don't know what the Japanese word could be, but we'll maybe find
You're also
out.
not Japanese, so...
But my very basic understanding of Japanese is something, I guess, maybe.
You know birthday. Woohoo. Imagine if... I don't know. Birthday is probably like one of the... How old do you think you would be if you talked to a Japanese person and they could only see your words and not, like, hear you? If that makes any sense.
What? See my words but not hear me.
Like, if you posted your discussion in, like, a Japanese chat room, how old would they think you would be? Based on how good your language level is.
A newborn child, 0? I don't know.
Newborn child. Why did I go back here?
Hey, hey, he's a monkey. A laurel. A menace. Lucas a menace.
Huh?
Lucas is a menace. Lara
Nice.
likes tombs. I wonder what reference that is.
I don't get it.
You don't?
Is it the only thing I can think of is Tomb Raider, but I don't get it.
It's Tomb Raider. Lara Croft is the main character's name.
Oh, I just don't know anything about Tomb Raider.
I've played one Tomb Raider game, but I knew that.
I played 0. The only thing I know of is that one of the Tomb Raider games had, like, the best code comments in the world. Or, like, variable names, I mean.
I haven't heard of
Because...
that.
Hold on. I don't want to say them out loud.
I thought Pacifist was the US name for this monkey. Might be on both. Grandma, they love her. Boss Attack Part 2! Here it
So, there's a few amazing ones, like, I'm just gonna go into your chat because I don't want to read these out loud. especially not near people that exist. I'd be fine reading them out loud at home, not here. The source code got leaked and
Nice.
these are the freaking
Wonderful.
variable names.
Those sound like something I would make up with my code.
Yeah. it sounds like something I would make up too.
And I wouldn't use the word cunt or bum, but otherwise that's basically what I would.
Yeah.
Or whatever bollocks is.
Yeah.
Programmer moment. Eponymous. Oh, what now? An ape. Eponymous, an ape.
It's not wrong.
Yuppie.
It is an ape.
I guess. Darwin, missing link. Oh yeah, the Sushi Temple or Tranquil Temple's first guys were in a band. Here's MC,
Triangle
the
Temple?
rapper. Yeah, that's the Paul name
Oh.
of Sushi Temple.
Why is it called Triangle Temple?
I don't know. But there's MC, the rapper.
Are there
Vinyl, the DJ. RGB, the VJ.
What's your opinion of the PAL area names compared to the American ones?
I like them just because I've gotten used to them by playing the PAL version of 50 million years before ever touching the US one. Actually, I've only touched the US one like 5 times maybe.
No, you've only touched the US one like twice when I came over.
Yeah, the Spectreland way makes more sense than Monkey Madness. Monkey Madness is the US name and Spectreland is the PAL name.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Mostly because I didn't even know that it was called Monkey Madness in the US. I thought the Monkey Madness was the PAL name.
No, it's opposite. Smelly, take a bath.
Wow, creative naming. I wonder if like the same person named every single monkey.
Maybe. Donkey
I know
in
where
the
I-
wrong game. DK. Donkey.
I know where I live, like there was like one guy who named every single street road inside my entire town. Like every single road was named by the same person. That must be a very boring job.
Red likes blue.
Cool.
The Great Wall of China. Paul. Speedrun to catch Paul Monkey in the Paul version.
Yes. Except if it's not in the actual PAL version.
Baby, this doesn't have a description. Is that supposed to be like that, or is that a mistake, or a not
That's
translated
probably a
yet?
Russian. It's probably Russian.
I'm gonna add it as a question mark.
Maybe.
Bert.
pirated
I think
thing.
there was already a Bert. There's 2 Berts. Flea.
That might be a reference to the musician.
This reminds me of Notice That in Mix was out there. I don't remember that.
What?
I think I got this ROM or ISO originates from a Finnish Let's Player from like 2012, and here a Let's Play of this from 2012, and particularly remembered that from the Let's Play. That's now deleted.
Is that the only place where you could get the Russian pirate copy?
No. Someone in the Avescape Discord, Speedrun Discord, said that they found this on accident while trying to find the PAL version. Then I asked them where did they find it, but they couldn't find it again.
Nice.
So it might have been on the internet previously, but it's gone. Maybe.
How did you get it?
From the Finnish guy.
That deleted it?
Yeah. He deleted the Let's Play, not the game. He found his CD, took scans of the cover and the back and the CD itself, and then burnt the or got the ROM ISO. Is that picture like that in PAL? I don't remember seeing that picture. I actually have all the monkey pictures, I can check that.
You know what every monkey looks like.
No, I have the pictures because I extracted the textures.
You should extract every texture because I have all the textures because you gave them to me.
Yeah, that too. Let's check PAL. It most likely isn't different, but I want to be sure. Okay, yeah, it's not different.
It would be weird if they changed something like that. My guess is that they would just remove it, or it just wouldn't be there because they didn't do it yet.
Mum. Bossy.
What's your favorite?
Pascal. Paula. In full caps.
As opposed to half caps.
I don't know if it's in full caps in the normal version, or if it even is the same name. Might be a reference to Paula sound chip in the Amiga. Who knows?
Why would there be a reference to the Amiga?
I don't know. Why would they reference Donkey Kong World actually? Why would they reference Tomb Raider?
I don't know what Tomb Raider.
Or Arnold. But the good singer, well,
Arnold and Tomb Raider seem like more like pop culture, whereas the Amiga is like some obscure device that nobody cares about anymore.
I don't know. The good singer description, I don't know, that kind of would fit that reference, and it kind of doesn't.
What reference?
That might be a sound chip.
Oh yeah.
If it sounds good, then that might make sense, but popular computer back in the day. Yeah, could be. Who knows? Elvis, the king. Dayglow, stuck in 1980s. Corpse.
The only reason I care about the Amiga is that the guy who made the Block soundtrack had made music for it, and it's good, and I wanted to extract music from it, and so that's the program that I linked to you that had like the 15-year wait between versions or whatever.
Oh. Chill. What's espresso?
That program was used for extracting music from Amiga games.
Hairy, even for apes.
Or I was planning on using it to extract music from Amiga games.
Bowie, let's dance. Par. Likes golf.
With a name like that, I wonder if you would like golf or not.
Swede? Swede? Who knows how the fuck you're supposed to pronounce that? Keen on the 70s. Sid. Famous musician.
Who?
Sid. S-I-E-D.
What's your favorite boat in Super Mario Sunshine?
Robin has secret desires. Sid is definitely a reference to the Commodore 64 sound chip, which is named Sid.
Okay,
Again,
maybe that
could
Amiga
be.
one is reference to the other sound chip then.
Yeah,
That's
if
a weird thing to reference.
yeah.
Though.
If either one of those is true, then most likely the other one is true as well. But who knows? Posh opposer. Gorilla.
You are a gorilla.
Grudge can't forgive Chunky. Veggie hates meat. Brownie likes chocolate.
Very creative descriptions.
Here we have Monkey Tool Factory. Yaffle.
Monkey tool.
Oh, here's Chunky. Hurt Grudge. Plonker erased all the data. Agent 4125, Mouse Potato.
Mouse potato?
Mouse Potato.
What? Mouse potato? That's gotta be a pirate thing.
I don't know. Mouse
Who
Potato.
would write? How would mouse potato be anything other than a very literal Japanese translation for something?
Reference to couch potato?
Where would the mouse come in from?
I don't see it. I'll note it up. Computer mouse? But how will the agent name have anything to do with that?
And how would, what does that have anything to do with potatoes?
I'll note it up so I can compare if it's a literal Japanese translation when I open that. Pertwee. Quintin, bananas are bent? Rick, R-I-K. Davinder. Si. Mad for it. He's so mad he crashes the game sometimes.
Why does he crash the game?
Oh, here's Amiga. Not very PC.
Okay, then the other thing is probably an Amiga reference.
But will they have two Amiga references?
Probably, if they have one.
Hitchcock likes thrillers.
I wonder what that's a reference to.
I don't know, but it sounded like one.
It's a reference to a movie director. My brain is
The
zero.
wiki fasted for 1 week. Fasted?
Didn't eat food.
Oh. Okay. Barlow, no voice. And then Spectorland. Oh yeah, here we have the monkeys with no names or levels or descriptions.
The monkeys that don't exist.
Oh, this might be a Ghostbusters reference. Slime, unafraid of ghosts. Kids!
Maybe.
Because there's a slime guy and ghosts. And unafraid. Maybe.
Wait, no, I'm doing everything in the wrong order and I can't think.
Oh yeah, here's a monkey with no name or... Oh yeah, here's a level though. But no name or description. It's interesting that they don't even have like a placeholder name. Or an unchanged name from the Japanese. Or what were they used as a base? What's that white pixel in the darkness on the picture? Is that
Probably.
the... Oh well, yeah. Oh yeah, that... Well, no. That's definitely...
I agree.
I don't think that's the case. Because
no.
the birthday monkey, if you will just like remove the character set or whatever, it wouldn't write it like that. It was missing characters. Unless... No. No. Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3, 4... 4 monkeys with no names or descriptions, and they are all in the western land.
Stop causing a hurricane in your room.
No, I was moving my headset.
No, there's a hurricane in your room.
Hall. Could that be Hall Laboratories? I don't know. Enhanced frame.
No, this is Sony. I think they would reference.
Calling makes on PCs.
Like, Donkey Kong's probably the closest that you're gonna get to a reference.
Hall 9000 reference? I don't know what that is. The only Hall I know is Hall Laboratories.
Oh, I know, yeah, HAL 9000 might be a reference to HAL 9000.
I don't know what
That's
it is.
a thing from 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've never watched the movie, but I've heard of the reference because I'm American. I feel like a lot of these references must have been removed because they're not as like this is like because it's like doesn't make sense to a European person, or maybe they still exist and I'm just dumb.
I'm not sure. But here's fatty. Cheap butty. Whatever cheap butty means.
Probably means something in Japanese, translated literally.
No.
Maybe not.
Could be a British thing I have no clue about.
No, it's not a British thing. I don't think you have no
But it's
clue about.
British English version.
I know too many stupid British things for that to know that that's not a stupid British thing.
Guy. Tiny. Raphael. Whopper. Fast food fan.
I wonder what that's a reference to.
He's the last monkey.
I find it weird that there's like 2 completely different like translations of the same game into English.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't have done one and then changed the American things to be European and then called it a day.
What?
I mean, I'm not complaining because the European dub is better, but...
Yeah. Okay, that's it for the Monkey Book Russian pirate prototype, possibly version check.
Russian Monkey Book.
Oh, Tanjube is the same in PAL, in final? Oh, interesting. Do you have the PAL version open right now? Then do you wanna check if the Dexter Island Red Monkey's gun is see-through?
Also check the potato, whatever.
Oh yeah, the potato as well. This one, Dexter's Island Red Monkey. Is the gun see-through? And his is that his left leg? It's see-through there too? Okay, interesting. Let me see the actual texture that I ripped. Is it see-through in that? It is, yeah. Interesting. Then the mouse potato in Spectre Factory or Monkey Tool Factory. He's the... this one? Yeah, the second light blue. That's the same as well? Okay.
What the crap is a mouse potato?
I don't know. Then let's make one more thing sure. Let's go to the Great Wall of China and check the third white monkey. Let's make sure that it actually doesn't have a description. Senior's younger brother in final? Okay. But Kid is Senior's younger brother. What's Kid's description then? It's the same.
What? There's two monkeys that are Senior's younger brother.
Well, yeah, you can have two younger brothers, but
yeah, but like.
But are they? Yeah, okay, interesting.
Who's the youngest brother?
Maybe baby. Okay, that wasn't an actual difference. Take it off. Okay. The third white monkey in the Great Wall has no description. It's Senior's younger brother in final. Okay. I've updated the note text. The Paul and SID or SID are okay. Okay. I don't think there was anything else that was suspicious or whatever. Actually, I want to make sure that the donkey reference is in the final game, because I never remember seeing it in the final game, but I remember seeing it in the Let's Play of this version. It's in Tranquil Temple and it's the light. No, it's the light blue. No, it's not.
Which one is it?
It's where is he? Oh, yeah, he's the blue one. Donkey in the front game. Just to make sure that I'm not crazy. Okay. I think we've gotten a list of most of the changes, or differences rather. Okay. Time to switch to the Japanese version and learn hundo.
Why not learn hundo on the Russian pirate copy?
Because it's PAL.
Yes. What's wrong with PAL?
Slow.
How?
FPS 25
Why is
or whatever.
FPS slow?
It's PAL, that's why.
Why did the designers of PAL do that to you?
Ask Michael PAL. Design
Michael
PAL or whatever.
What?
Or whatever.
I would,
Oh.
but he doesn't answer me whenever I call him. I've asked him before.
You did make a pun on your 77k? Nice. Remove that. Actually, that's...
What's your favorite type of Finland? In I don't know. I'm stupid. How stupid am I?
Very stupid.
I agree. $64 is a number. How many numbers do you own?
4.
Which ones?
4, 4, 4, and 4. I have 4 duplicates, or 3 duplicates of 4.
How many distinct numbers do you own?
1.
Lame. I own 3 distinct numbers.
What are they?
6, 27, and 40,693.
By the way, you can use PS1. I can trade it from here. I can't even. I think that's the PS2 folder. Okay, I think I found it. I need to read that after I've done.
Why are you blind?
This. Because I'm far away from my monitor. USA.
Oh wait, no, I'm on.
No.
I'm unmoored. I have a brain. Size 2. Size 2.
Size 2.
Yes, a normal brain is size 10.
Oh.
Mine is tiny.
Good.
Good. You want me to suffer with this tiny brain?
By the way, you can use PS1 V mode next to Bibles. You need to do make how to play Poliship. You can? I thought it wouldn't just like run at all, or actually it doesn't run at all if I just put the PAL version in right now, as it's set to use. Where's my... there.
Is there no Ape Escape ROM X?
Be the first one to make one.
I don't have the brains to do that.
Exactly why there isn't one.
Yes, but there are Mario ROM hacks and Zelda ROM hacks and ROM hacks of random games that nobody cares about, but there's no Ape ROM hacks.
We can't even extract the stupid models. How are we supposed to change anything? Well, actually, the Russians did make a fan translation with custom like font and all that shit, so somehow you're supposed to make it. Does a custom fan translation count as a ROM hack? Is the Russian fan translation the first ROM hack?
Maybe.
When I did it without it, PAL Games ran 60 and the music was too fast. My model is 75k. I should fix, or I should buy a replacement laser for my 90k, fix that, and then mod it so I can use that because it saves like what, maybe 5 seconds in Ape 1.
Yay, 5 seconds for I don't even know what you're talking about.
Any percent. speedrun.
No, I don't know what you're talking about with 90k lasers.
Oh, 90k PS2 model, and a laser is the disc reading laser.
Oh, so like the disc reading laser is faster and therefore the runs are faster?
No, the model is faster. The disc laser is broken.
Oh.
What difference? I don't remember exactly like what the time difference is. Actually, I don't know at all what the time difference between 90k Slim and the other Slims is. But it was like 8 seconds maybe compared to fat PS2.
Does 8 seconds matter that much?
In any percent it might make the difference of PB or not.
For you or for a good
Top
person?
play. Or technically anyone since. But, you know. The PS2
I mean,
revision
technically, by that definition, any category could technically be decided by 8 seconds. But, really, I don't know. I feel like tiny time saves like that don't really matter that much. I mean, when I ran Galaxy, like, the Japanese was like a minute faster, and I never ever thought about getting a Japanese copy, because that would be dumb. And now there's like the Switch copy is like a minute faster than the Japanese copy, or something like that.
Home 1431 1050. My fat has the old ass Mechacon is incompatible with Mechapon. Yeah, you can only Mechapon PAL versions from 70k and up, I think it was. I'm gonna keep using the casual chat because I'm still learning and not actually running, so I don't need space for splits.
What do you mean you don't need space for splits in your casual learning? What?
Talking to chat.
Oh. Is your are you doing like full hundo or hundo minus time speed?
Full hundo.
Time trials.
Not hundo light diet coke hundo whatever you wanna call it.
What is that?
It would actually be called all monkeys, all coins.
Okay, hundo. So you're not running hundo. You're running hundo diet coke.
No, I'm running hundo, not hundo diet coke.
Okay. So you're doing the time trials.
Yes.
Okay.
During which I think during which you get some of the coins because that's fast or something.
Nice beatboxing.
Thanks. I want to watch this demo actually because it desyncs in the prototype Russian pirate version. Oh yeah, he jumps up there instead of running at the wall. That makes more sense. Add a text reason for why I have no facecam.
What's in your facecam slot?
Open my stream to find out.
No, I don't have a second monitor to open your stream on.
Too bad then. This is gonna be so weird because the only Ape Escape playing I've done in the last when did I last do Ape 1? In the last almost a year actually has been PAL Pirate.
No. You did play with me on the mini games in.
No, yeah, I played the mini games a bit. Oh yeah, and I did have to replay the game at the start a bit for you because we didn't have room for a save file. But other than that, I've just been playing the Pirate PAL version. So I will need to relearn the timing and whatever. Okay, now I need to find the world record video for hundo. Ape1. Oh yeah, Particle, now that you have a... well, yeah. you should learn to run Ape Escape.
What does Particle have?
I was about to say that now that he has a Mechapon console, but I think he already had a way to play the Japanese version because he had the Japanese disc. But in any case, you should learn Ape Escape. And I've said that to you before, and I will say it again.
Do you recommend I learn Ape Escape?
Yes.
I won't. Probably because... I don't know.
And I'll gladly teach you Particle if you ever want to.
Will you teach me?
Maybe.
I already did like half the techniques in my casual playthrough. Oh crap, I burned myself using my own... I threw a flame in my hand that burned me.
Good job.
Do you know how I had a flame in my hand?
Cloning.
How do you know I was cloning?
Because you are a dirty human being. Go take a shower.
What?
Go take a shower. Let's put that there, then let's put it under the... that.
No.
I
keep on I keep on not cloning. I keep on instant and then not doing the part I have to. I've been doing the hard part and then failing the easy part.
Okay, before I actually start, I need to take a piss.
Chris?
Piss.
Okay. Stop trying me. Oh yeah, also everyone in Zion's chat, he is stupid and
No, I'm not.
dumb. Oh crap, you're still here? You said you were gonna take a piss.
I was, but now I am.
So he's really stupid and very dumb. And whenever he comes back, just say, anyone who's in this chat, because I can't read this chat because I'm doing something else. Anyone who's in this chat, when he comes back, just say, like, sandwich in his chat for no reason.
I hate you.
Why?
You spoke mean things about me while I was peeing.
No, I spoke a few mean things, but that I didn't speak many mean things. I spoke about other stuff too.
You spoke mean things about my cats.
I never said anything about your cats. Particle can vouch for me if he's still in your chat.
Sandwich. That's what he said. I think. Did you use like mind control brainwashing hypnotism on him?
Very, very, very sophisticated mind control techniques.
I can't believe you. Interesting. Is this just any percent? Yes, it is. Hey, Spike. Spike, can you hear me? Oh god, this is so much faster than PAL version, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Ah crap, I cloned the freaking fire thing again! And this time I didn't even see the fire in my hand. For some reason. Now there's a gigantic fire on the wall. Are you serious? I cloned a bomb. That's interesting.
Clone a bomb for 12 hours.
That's not the thing that you do for 12 hours. Also, I'm not even cloning to clone anything, I'm just cloning to, like, move the hope, which is a different topic.
Have you, Particle, have you watched the Bismuth's A press button challenge videos? They're
Yes.
good if you haven't watched them.
I have watched
Yes,
them.
you have, okay. Good. Good.
And I know my name is the Particle.
They are good, yeah. Let me check how he does Molten Lava. Is this just all monkeys route plus the coin? Party Kiisseli. Kiisseli. It's just the all monkeys route plus the coin. He didn't get this coin, did he? Jälkkäri. He didn't. Or did he? No. I'm so sad that the Subspace Emissary Let's Play is gone.
Did you back it up?
No.
Why?
Because how was I supposed to know that it was gonna be gone?
With Subspace Emissary Let's Play?
From the Yabo guys. Jesus Christ, what a slope check.
Well, I got the star that required me to
Oh,
clone.
is it Spectre even in the like actual PAL version? Oh, I thought that was just the prototype thing. Oh, interesting.
What was it? What was it? I got the star that required me to clone, so you won't hear me clone anymore.
Good.
Why? Why is that good?
Creep worship Spectre. Okay.
And by required me to clone, I mean required me to clone under a stupid rule set that I have, like weirdly like forced myself to use. It normally doesn't require you to clone because that would be a stupid.
That wasn't the fast way up the slope. Nice first try. Jattaa.
Crap, I forgot to get the...
Oh, interesting. A
Open
difference.
What?
Difference in the routes.
What route?
Hundo compared to Almankeys. Okay, he grinds for UFO less. Kills the tree. I get... okay, yeah. I can guess what he does. Yeah.
You can?
Yes.
You are wrong.
Okay, that's not the worst pattern.
What is the worst pattern?
Something.
How do you know it's not the worst pattern if you know it is? It is. How do you know it's not the worst pattern if you don't know what the worst pattern is?
I know what the worst pattern is, but it takes too much brain power to tell it to you. I'm trying to learn here, not teach.
What do you mean? What do you mean you're not trying to teach me something I don't care about that much? Why is he called Spector? Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. Who knows where that came from?
Why it's like commonplace.
My time is completely off for that. Oh. Is it wrong to love a monkey catching game?
Depends on the type of love.
Deep.
I meant in a different like the definition of love that you're using.
Deep.
What? So I can say right now I am love in water, and that would mean that I was deep in water.
No.
Well then what's the definition of the word love that you're using?
Deep.
That's not a definition.
Why not?
Is it like romantic love, as in like you're gonna get married to a monkey catching game? Or is it like friendship love, as in... Or is it just like you love it as in it's your favorite game?
Deep.
You're not answering my question.
The guy who got married to his PS2? No. I don't know him. I know the guy who married Miku. Hatsune Miku.
In real life?
Yeah.
When did you meet him?
I don't know. Yay, windy. Need to get wind. Yeah, get windy. Okay. Wait, what monkeys? When
What's
was this
your favorite
PS2
number?
marrying?
What?
When was this PS2 marrying? When did it take place?
What church presided over the marriage? Probably not. Probably no church. Was it a legal marriage or was it a fake marriage? Like, if the PS2 broke up, would it get half of the house or something?
Are they still marrying? He changed his name to PlayStation. Okay, you were mistaken. But he couldn't get married to one. So he tried. Yes, okay.
I'm just thinking of the thought of a PS2, like, ditching a person somehow. And Kate going away with half the person's stuff. And the thought is so stupid, I don't know how to remove it from my mind.
Okay, I'm quite fucked now.
But how bad is that on the scale of not at all to very?
Very.
Quite is the same as very.
Yes. I need to die. I will hate this monkey. And I already do. And I have hated this monkey.
If you can predict the future.
You've had dreams with where you imagine new Ape 1 and 3 levels? What were they like?
That sounds like a great dream.
Yeah. What kind of music did the levels have?
He probably doesn't remember. That's how dreams work. Your brain just fills in with music that sounds good enough to fool the part of your brain that is the part of your brain that's supposed to like tell you if it's a dream or not. It fools that into believing it's not a dream, and then therefore, or it fools that part of the brain into thinking that it's real, and then it doesn't really care if the music actually sounds real.
The Ape 1 ones tend to be a lot like merging of Dark Ruins and Specterland. Oh, can't remember if they had music.
Why are you French?
I'm not.
You do the honk, which is the signature French thing.
Baguette.
This isn't the order that I get things, but I'm not running, so I don't care.
Spike! A new catch has been completed!
Thank you for telling me that.
My name is Natalie.
Get the start of life.
This a helicopter. Okay. I barely made the jump. I don't know if that was good or not though. Slings of infinite vertical movement. Yes.
Ah!
The collision up here is very weird. I have no idea how it works. I'm gonna somewhat try to mimic what he did. Monke. Terve mulski. Muskai. Sure. Oh my god, nice, I've never had that luck. Too bad this isn't a run yet.
See, that's the thing, you never get good luck in runs. That's how physics works. There's like a physics property where you don't get good luck in luck in... I can't speak.
How are you doing, Mulski? Mikä pössis?
Oh yeah, that's what I do, except I messed it up completely.
Tired? Same. But still want to do this.
I'm tired too, but I need
Oh
to
yeah,
stay
we
up
get
there.
to do the Jake races. The reason to run this category, Jake races.
Oh no, that's a good reason to run all monkeys, all coins.
Jacob race.
Because that also has Jake.
But all monkeys, all coins isn't a is a category extension.
Yes, but who cares?
Me?
Category extensions are real categories in my head. And if everybody in the whole world decides to start running all monkeys, all coins, it'll go into the main categories.
What are the chances for that to happen?
1 in a trillion, because
Some 50? No.
you'd have to like create a tyrannical world government and enforce everybody to run all monkeys, all coins.
I got better time than he did. I'm better than he is, and he has the world record.
Which
And
would
he's
be
Swedish.
a really weird thing to do with the powers of a tyrannical world government. No, you can do a lot of things and you decide to make everyone run a weird ape escape category. Are you kidding me? I'm hoping they fix that in a version update, which they probably didn't because they suck. Yeah, they suck. What's your favorite
Sion
monkey?
becomes supreme leader of Finland. Kakeru-kun! What? Okay, that's just any percent.
Ah!
Papam. Japani ääniä. Kyllä. Joo, kiipeän puuta. How weird does Finnish sound to you?
Probably not weird to you because you are Finnish.
I asked you, not me.
Oh. I don't know, I've heard it so much that it's less weird now because I've heard it for like 4 years in voice calls. It's only weird, it's only weird whenever it's actual like normal conversation and not you screaming to your mom. That's when it's weird.
What do you mean? No mitään.
Or a kid screaming. That's another applicable use for Finnish.
Ai mun olkapää.
Or family members talking in the background. Swedish is weirder than Finnish.
Yes. Okay, what did he do at the start? Oh, he got the first gun, okay. Jag heter surströmming. I don't know if that's what they do. Okay, that's not what I wanted to grab, but it works, I guess. Yeah, this is so much faster than the 25 FPS PAL.
Why is every PAL game slow? Who thought it was a good idea to do that?
No clue. Turpasauna. Kyllä.
Using my very, very rudimentary knowledge of Finnish, my thought, like, is that like shut sauna?
No. Turpa is a word for face. And sauna is sauna. And turpasauna is when you give a beating to someone. Or get a beating.
Okay, Finnish is weird.
Electricity and television.
I only knew the first word because it's used in shut up. Yeah. I only know shut up because you keep on saying it to your mom.
Turpa on irti. Well, see, to be precise, Turpa is the face of a horse.
Okay, that's even weirder. That there's like a word for that. many coins.
Let's see if I can get the extra skip first try.
I have too much money.
Come on. Nice, I'm me.
You are?
Yes.
That's great. Nice to know that you are you.
Isn't it?
I thought you were somebody else for a second. I thought you were Link.
Why?
I don't know. I would have thought that you were Link until you said that you were you. And then I realized, oh wait, no, you are you. Makes sense, right?
No.
Oh, you. I am the biggest moron in the world, and I didn't become...
Ah!
I'm just gonna ignore them.
Really?
I can't cheat my star. I can't cheat a star in on Linux. It's hard to explain why I want to see star in, but I got 99 coins.
Oh.
And I'm practicing for something and I forgot to get the 100th coin. And I don't want to do the whole star over again.
Still have some ape tray muscle memory.
What muscle memory?
Ape tray.
And how does that help you in Ape 1?
It doesn't.
Does it hurt you?
Yes.
How?
I'm trying to get my net on X, but on Ape 1 it's on circle.
No, what's the top button? Net goes on triangle, you idiot.
No.
Yes? There's nothing wrong with having your net on a triangle.
There's everything wrong with that.
No, there's everything wrong with having net on anything other than triangle. Triangle is the optimal button to have your net on.
I'm surprised that worked.
Or
fuck off.
I'll never not play Ape with net on triangle.
Oh, he does that. That's interesting. No IJ strats.
I have the frickin' vanish skip. Why am I doing this skip?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why would he not go for that monkey? I maybe might have made that jump without the flyer there. In iframes.
In iframes?
Yes.
What's an in iframe?
Oh, wait, what did he do exactly? Did he IJ out of that? Yeah, that's... Ooh. Okay, that's kind of weird, but cool, I guess. Oh. Why just that's... Oh. Up, okay, I will make it. Oh. Oops. Timing is off. Oh.
Thought there was a bug on my screen and then I realized it was just my mouse. And then I realized I tried using the physical mouse to move the mouse until I realized that the physical mouse doesn't work because it's not connected because I replaced it with my controller.
Actually, I'll do this now just for swags. Oops, nice swag. Oh.
That was fast.
Okay. That's just all monkey's route. I think he might get the gun. You are good. Okay, yeah. Damn. Nice, I hope it goes like that in every run I do ever. Which it won't.
How do you know?
I have the all-seeing eye.
Where did you get the all-seeing eye?
From the local supermarket.
The all-seeing eye store?
Yeah. Or the section.
No, I failed the trick. And if I fail the trick, I have to sit in water for 10 years drowning myself.
I have to be
That
really...
isn't a joke.
Whatever the word is.
It's a stupid trick.
What's the word? Mikä vittu on kärsivällinen englanniksi? Patient. You have to be really patient on those net swings on the coins. Boss or Jake attack 2, Jake race, Jake gladiator, whatever the shit they are.
You're already on the second great Jake race?
Yes.
How are you already there? It took me like 10 years to get there casually because I was not speedrunning.
I love this because I get to do the death win.
Isn't there also like that one big skip for the whole thing?
No.
Or which one had like the big skips involving the flyer?
The second one.
So I was right, it did have the big skips involving the whole thing, except not exactly what I meant or said.
This is the best part of the whole run. This right here. Yatta! And he's dead. Does he do it in his world record run? If he doesn't, I'll hate him. I hate him.
You hate him?
Yes.
How difficult is the death thing?
Yeah, he does a weird bounce ball. You just do a double jump and you die and win.
Is it like... If
You hold forward and you do a double jump.
Is it faster?
It saves and loses no time. To my knowledge. But still, it's so great that there's no reason not to do it.
What if you fail it and you die for real?
Then you just suck ass and you should reconsider your speed games and life choices.
Glad to know it's life choices and speed games, not just speed games. Or not just life choices, I mean, or, I don't know.
Okay, interesting to do that in that order, but makes sense. Oh. Okay. Oi.
How Australian are you?
None.
None in kangaroos per second?
Yes.
I'm like half a kangaroo per second. Because I'm sure I'm probably distantly related to somebody from Australia somewhere. Oh yeah, I need to get hundreds.
That he didn't hit it, what? Hitbox.
You water scuttlebug.
Järsanai. Scuttlebug Jamboree. Okay, this is just all monkeys, but I think he gets both of the coins. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. Oh. Ba-da-ba-da-bam-bam-bam-bam-bam.
Why is my brain made of mashed potatoes?
The Great Wall of China. I should change my split name to the Great Wall of China. And Monkey Tool Factory is definitely something I'll name my Spectre's Factory.
Yeah, Monkey Tool Factory is much better than Great Fall of China.
The Great Fall of China. Oof. And Spectorland. I'll just use all the prototype names.
Including the literal translation, like...
Yes.
What was it? What was the name of it?
Why here ruins and who built this ruin?
Ah, I suck.
I keep failing neutral boost jumps and I hate my life.
Neutral jump, I mean boost jumps. Boost jumps are easy.
They are,
because I know because I did them a million times in my casual playthrough.
But I've been playing Paul for 6 hours.
6 whole hours.
Will that make it? It won't. Up, 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 up. Nice. No.
My back is starting to hurt.
Okay, maybe 10 eye chase is good. Oops, oops.
I hate these chairs because like the top part of the chair is like goes halfway up your back but not the full way up your back, and so your back ends up hurting if you sit in them.
Oh. No. Nice.
How many Starmers have you seen today?
One.
Only one?
Yeah. Okay.
Would it be alarming if you saw more than one?
Yes.
Why? Why would it be alarming? It would be good that there would be multiple Tarmos, right?
I don't remember exactly the line to fall down. I think it's something like this.
Imagine if all your cats just duplicated one day. How would that make you feel?
Very weird.
What would you do with the
Be
3 extra
confused.
cats? What?
Be very confused.
What would you do with the 3 extra cats?
I don't know. This might just be all monkeys plus coins route.
I'm a moron and I forgot like a gigantic source of money. And I'm still missing 1 monies.
Oh yeah. Gotta not forget that coin.
What
oh, and the
coin?
death respawn is actually very good because it also full heals you.
Where are you?
Cromlin Castle.
What coin are you talking about?
The one behind the castle.
Did I find that on my own? I might have found that on my own.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. So I remember a few things from Crumbling Castle, like the fact that I did the speedrun skip. And that's about it.
You cheater.
I like cheating.
I can't do neutral boost jumps.
Neutral boost jumps.
Yes. It's a new tech I found on the Russian PAL version. You forgot.
For gore.
It's actually really good that I learned all monkeys before doing this. Not
Because I'm assuming the first part is just all monkeys plus coins.
Yeah, it's basically that.
And Jake.
And Jake. Fuck off, bat. Nice, I'm better than the world record.
Oh.
I got the monkey first try and the world record didn't.
Hear that running though.
God damn it, I failed this monkey and the world record didn't. No. And it's an even easier monkey. I fell down.
You are not better than the world record.
God damn.
That could be a strat for a pass.
Fail. Okay, yeah, that was a command I remembered I had. Oops. Oh, it's
works even if you aren't pass.
Blitz.
Oh wait, no, it's intended. I'm an idiot. And it's also slow. That's another thing I'm an idiot about.
I couldn't get the hoop splat to occur in the final, by the way. What do you mean the hoop splat? Can I get Bob glitch?
Bob glitch.
No.
I forgot.
No Bob glitch.
Forgot. Bob glitch.
Bob glitch. I'm missing every boost jump ever existing. And English.
Can you finish?
No.
Why not?
No.
Part 1.
Who sent me a message?
I didn't. I swear.
Are you sure you just didn't want to hear that? Huh?
I fell. From the really high height.
Oops. Above. Need to relearn my IJ timing. Really? And my boost jump timing.
Why do you suck at boost jumping? It's easy.
Because I've been playing PAL. I found a several memory card from 2010. Nice.
What about 2010?
Particle found a save file.
Oh. Nice. That's good. Dude. Come on, but somehow I survived due to weirdness of life. And I know nobody cares because I'm not playing the game that Cyan's playing, and I'm not streaming myself. This is this thing to stream. And also, I don't want to stream right now.
What are you laughing at?
Me?
No. No, I have chat highlight. Does he do the mailbox? No. He doesn't.
Does he do the mailbox?
Yeah, it's a dance move.
I hate that this game doesn't have this.
Te tutti ritari, whatever the fuck. Hmm?
Huh? Also, what's the mailbox dance move? Like...
You shape shift into a mailbox and open your whatever cover lid.
That sounds disgusting. If you shapeshift into a mailbox and you open your lid, your like intestines are inside the lid or something.
Yes.
That's disgusting.
That's how the world is.
I don't want to showcase my intestines to everybody.
You don't want to do the mailbox?
No.
Dude, do I need to fucking practice boost jumps? Doing so bad on them. Do the Mario. Swing your arms from side to side.
I wonder why swinging your arms from side to side is specifically a Mario thing. Like, nobody can swing their arms out from side to side otherwise, unless they're doing the Mario.
Yeah. You did push some casually but mostly overshot monkeys. they're really cool to do, even if not although useful. Or if not done in useful place or whatever.
You meant to say words. How many words do you think you know?
Like 4?
What 4 words do you know?
Like, for, hi, mum.
Nice.
Nice. Please give this RNG to me in every run I ever do. But am I missing a monkey? Or no, I think I might be down.
I have the brain of an ant.
Okay, yeah, I'm down. I should watch the video I'm following first before deciding what the route is.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't do all your runs by creating your own route?
No.
I do because I don't know, I'm weird. Also, I'm already very experienced in every game that I learn to run. Or not experienced in the game, but experienced in the movement since I'm running all the frickin' games that are in the same engine or whatever. Movement engine hack. They're all based off the same game, so I know all of the movement already. If that makes any sense, which it doesn't. Because I am terrible at explaining it. So it makes more sense to route your own runs if you already know how to move the character of the game.
I did route any percent all coins when I ran that.
I'm just gonna not do the stupid thing. That's not even faster, probably. Ah! Why do I keep on getting burnt?
Swing.
Your arms.
From a side.
To side.
Come on.
Together.
No.
Let's
Do
the
Mario.
I don't remember what's after that.
Yeah. What? Do you have an empty save slot I can use?
No, I don't think I have an empty save slot that you can use. Unfortunately. I'd like to give you an empty save slot, but I can't.
Do you wanna get rid of the 69.6% save file?
Why does that exist?
And then the file name is nice in Japanese.
Why? Did you just make that just for the joke?
I think I made that for Fin runners, but I never opened the save selection. Then I have soft lock, where I actually hard lock the game, not soft locked. Then I have 98.5%, which is 100% minus the Spectre fight, and then I have 100%.
Wait, were you trying to do the stupid thing in like that one Strider video where like all 4 save files were like
No.
you couldn't finish the game or whatever?
No.
So what is hard lock?
It's a save file where after I killed the boss in the Kremlin Castle, I died at the same time.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and the boss didn't respawn, and the flag that I killed him, or like, yeah, didn't activate.
So then that's a permanent soft lock.
Yeah, the next level didn't unlock and the boss doesn't respawn, so I can't beat the level.
So then it's not a hard lock, it's a soft lock.
No,
it's a permanent one.
Yeah, aka a hard lock.
No.
Yes.
I heard that a hard lock is something different, but I forgot what it was. And by that, I mean I'm using my source is from watching like one task ages ago that said that something was a hard lock.
It's a hard lock because you are just completely locked out of
It's
the
a hard
game.
lock. I thought you were gonna say it's a hard lock because you were hard.
Because you're completely locked out of the game. A soft lock you can like reset or restart the game in. Restart the game to get out and load your save file or something. That's how I'd define it.
That's your definition.
Nice boost jump.
What's your favorite robotic vacuum cleaner brand?
I don't know any.
Why not?
I don't know anyone who has a robotic vacuum cleaner.
Yes, but you have cats. You're required by law to have a robotic vacuum cleaner for them to sit on.
No, you've heard. You've read wrong.
Or maybe not required by law, but required by your cat's law of having fun. AKA they will not have fun if you don't have a robotic vacuum cleaner for them to sit on. For some weird reason.
Okay, you don't get this monkey.
I got screwed by stupid flames between them.
Hi, Arctic. Well, yeah, so far it's just basically been all monkeys with some coins here and there. Which, well, yeah, basically that's what it is, plus time trials.
I died. In real life.
But it's not been bad. For now. And I do really like this game, so having the ability to play it for longer is fun.
Yeah, you couldn't play it for longer before you learned hundo.
No.
Why not?
Any percent is under 50 minutes, and I can
Yes,
play
but
it
you can
casually.
You can't what?
You're thinking about doing a comeback? To hundo or
can't.
just ape in general? Ape in general? Nice. When did you last do ape? Oh. It's been about long enough, yeah. Hey, no crash. When you got the no IJ record, couple. I don't remember exactly when that was. I used your record to learn no IJ. It was like 2018, 2019 maybe.
Who's in chat?
Arctic Beastie, who has the no IJ world record on any percent.
Oh, okay.
And has been a long time runner. An OG or whatever you wanna say. You might come back to no IJ as well. No IJ was really fun because of all the cool tricks you do in that, like the slope, jump, boost, whatever. But the problem I had with it was that basically any mistake killed the run. Especially hot springs, that was the worst.
Oh, because you had to do the...
Yeah, you fall down once from the bridges and your run's over. Who bounced? Do you mean the... Yeah, you probably mean the where you bounce, you do a double jump, bounce the hoop on a wall and fly her out. I did that in like my first 2 runs and then gave up because that was completely unnecessary for me. Springs is just to the beginning of the level fast. But if you fall down and you don't do it fast, then you lose time. You make the ball cycle and you have to be boosted by the time you hit the ground on the bridge. I might try it again sometime, who knows. Maybe at least get sub 1 on that, because I think my PB is like 102, 104. Most important is using the hoop before you land.
One more.
Or post flyer, yeah. I think I made my own setup, which was to wait for the top right ball to be in a specific position. I don't remember what it was, but when it was specific position, just hoop and run straight and you make it pass.
That sounds like a weird setup, but it also sounds like it works.
It does work. Where I'm from Finland.
How often has the exclamation point VC command been wrong? Like
another runner on mic. The guy in the mic, aka in VC, is not an ape runner. He's a weirdo who plays SM64 ROM hacks. He's Denvik, as this command that we just were talking about says.
It never changes. I think the command.
Yeah. It's probably Denvik. And he's American.
I am?
I think so. So bad. Yeah, maybe it's actually good to stay up there. What's my basement cat strat? I'm a baby and I use the RC car.
What? Oh wait, no, I'm an idiot. I'm dumb. Wait, didn't you do the basement catch at one point?
Yeah, I do it, and I use the RC car to do it.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought you just used the RC car in like the actual like level to get it. Like...
It's a mage. I'm sorry. I'll try it. I'll try it without here. He's been brainwashed. I didn't actually pay attention to what monkeys he cost, but I assume it's just any percent plus the coins. Because you can't catch any other monkeys. I'll do it without the RC car here, unless it takes 5 years, then I won't. I keep ledge grabbing that chair and I hate it.
How much faster is it without the RC car?
I don't think it's any time difference. It just using the RC car gives you 4 frames to switch to the net, and without the RC car you have 1 frame.
And so why is it why is it bad to... Is it just like a cool thing to do it without the RC car?
Yeah, it's just swag. Basically. Damn. Oh yeah, you lose a half second because you pause menu before you get in the car. Except if you use the RC car in the Spectre factory to get the fast blue monkey in the cage, and you don't take off the RC car, then you will have it. And then it doesn't lose time in TV tower. Even though ideally you will just get the blue monkey without the RC car. I actually have no idea what the timing for this is without the RC car. I'll try a couple more times, sorry. Short hop? Oh.
Are you kidding me? I messed up my 100 coin.
Oh, I did hit him there.
I have exactly 1 coin I need to get.
Which doesn't actually mean anything.
I'm stupid.
Right over him, okay. Why did I go out? He didn't fall down. Okay, I'll just do it once. Right over him. That wasn't a short hop. That wasn't right over. I have no idea what the timing is. The timing for with the RC car is actually really easy. Just like as it right as it explodes, you switch on the sort of again. Full up works. Fine timing. Yeah, I guess. Instant the monkey pops up. At what point does he pop up? Does my ground pound land before he pops up? Okay, I'm still in the air, okay. Lag. Oh, that was... So then if I don't hit him with a ground pound, I'm too late. Oh nice, lag ate my jump completely. Nice. Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. And if he falls down, then I was just bad. Hey, I did it! Next net box won't go through the floor. Yes, my man! Do I need to start doing that in runs? I rock. Reflects it. Maybe I should. At least at the start of my hundo I just could do it. Since my time isn't anything. yet. I need to relearn the boost jump. As depressing as that sounds. Yeah, that is probably what will happen. Maybe I should. I don't actually know anyone in the community right now who does it in runs.
What's it?
Without using the RC car.
Oh.
Why am I going down here? That was scary. It's pretty much you and sometimes Evert. I've never seen Evert do it. Me and actually, yeah. Well, no, yeah.
Me and actually no, yeah. No.
I'm currently the only runner who does the right side slope jump in thick jungle.
I have no idea what that is. And is it like... I don't know.
Before it was me and Kint, but Kint hasn't been doing runs in a while. That's a fat strat, show me. I'll show you. I haven't, but I'm currently learning a new category to run. So I will be doing it, and I've already done it this stream. The crazy single jump. Yeah, I guess that's yeah, you run at the slope, you jump, and you slide up the slope standing, and then jump from that. It looks so cool, but I quite rusty, haven't run this in like a year. Yeah, it looks so cool and it actually saves time too.
Do you have the license to fly a plane?
No.
If you did, what plane would it be?
This one.
This one?
Yeah, the shredder helmet. The whatever.
How is that a plane?
I don't know. I don't know how this is a plane. I'm not exactly sure how the map works. I think I'm doing it. I should actually probably learn it. And take my time and learn it.
Oh, I failed it.
I'm just doing what I've seen. But that happens quite often. Don't do that. Don't. Thank God it's still practice and not a run.
What do you mean? What happened?
I got a troll cycle.
What is that?
Boss being ass.
So, is it your fault or not your fault?
Not my fault. Just basically being on the opposite side as the ship after a sec.
That sounds like a great game design decision.
Do you do windy early? I'm following the world record and I do what the world record does. I don't know what the alternative would be. So, yes, question mark. Yatta! I'll show you the thick jungle right side thingy. Yeah, I do it on the first visit because the world record which I'm watching to learn does it the first visit. Or I thought how is the record I'm watching it does it first visit. I wish I didn't have to do it at all because I hate it. I'll quickly do the right side because it's cool. I want to show it to you and I need to practice it. I needed to practice it back when I was running any percent a year ago. And I never practiced it, even though at the start of every session of runs, I said I would practice it, but I never did. So
Liar.
I'm quite rusty. What do you mean liar?
You said you would practice it at the start of every session, but you didn't. I am brain dead.
I love that. Slope jump. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure how you do this one actually. So it might just be, yeah. I don't know how to get the perfect slope jump on this side, where you don't get the ledge grab. It's the timing, I believe, but way harder for me than the right side. Oops. Oops. Oh. It doesn't help that I've been playing Paul recently. Still haven't adjusted my timings. Ugh! I'm being too much to the left. It looks so cool when you do it fast. Me.
I failed a thingy. And it made that noise in reaction to me failing the thingy.
Okay, let's do Monkey Madness now.
I fell into quicksand.
Do you get the Western Land monkeys on the first visit? Okay, just clown. Oh yeah, you go get that guy, of course. This might be really annoying. The coaster if I miss the coins.
Oh yeah, that sounds annoying. Although the coaster also... now I remember the coaster being annoying, but also I was playing casually, so...
And the annoying part about the 2 coins in there is that the second one, the one further in, is the one that might be annoying. The other one just don't press anything and you get it. And this one, the second one, you have to time a jump. Yeah, you get that coin and you get the monkey. Then you do coffins. Exit Jake. And out. Okay.
Yeah.
My boost jumps are still ass. Need to remember to press X before R1, not the other way around. Oh, I thought I was way further forward than I actually was. Did that hit the okay, no, that was bad. I hit him and not the... Oh, nice! I hit him, not the car. Or I did hit the car, but the car explosion didn't hit him.
Huh?
I hit him and the car, but the car explosion was too slow to hit it before my club actually hit it.
So, you hit him, the car didn't hit him, but you hit the car.
Yes.
Okay. Were you trying to hit him with or without the car?
I was trying to hit the car, not him.
Why didn't you want to hit him?
Because me hitting him does less damage than the car hitting him.
Oh. Why does the car explode if you hit it? Why is the
Ask the
car
professor.
filled with like... Why is the car filled with like TNT? And why doesn't it go off when you hit it? For some reason.
Ask the professor.
It's like Roller Coaster Tycoon. Where if you have like a frickin' rubber duck and it goes off the track, it explodes.
I got the coin. I don't know if you want to damage down, but I did.
I have the brain of a ferret.
Okay. That's dumb. Me.
You're dumb?
I
What did you do
forgot
that was
how
dumb?
the collision works.
Doesn't work. That's how collision works. Except when it does. That's my philosophy to collision because it never works in the game that I play.
Phew. Nice boost jump. No! Okay, I
My
need
foot
to
just got
learn
really
not
big.
to press that button.
I just got a very swollen foot.
Good for you. Where did I get full health? Oh yeah, I died.
There. I hate how in Ape 1 you die if you fall off a cliff.
Me too. I need to learn to stop boost jumping in the loading zones because it actually loses like a couple frames or something.
How?
You lose a bit of your boost speed when you jump. Even if you do a boost jump. Yeah. Oh, explosion.
Ground down in there.
Nice.
I got really lucky. Coins went flying everywhere and yet none of them fell off the ledge. Somehow.
Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. How do I even stay up here?
Holy crap. This is the first time that I think I've ever gotten the exact amount of coins I needed for any star ever.
What does he do here? Huh. Makes sense.
Are you serious? I am the biggest moron in the West. Eh. I need one more American person.
Okay, wait, did I get it or did I not? I didn't. I need to do a crampon catch. No.
Wasn't there something special about ground pound catches that you were telling me about when I played?
No.
I forgot. Like, I remember like you saying something about ground pound catches, like they're hard to do or something,
No.
or they were faster or something.
No.
I remember you telling me about them for some reason. I forget why.
Go watch the word.
No. Screw that.
I only do that. Okay. Ow. Really? I can't get the coin. Really? Ugh. Why is he in a random pattern and so aggressive? Ah.
Are you talking about a monkey?
A UFO to be specific.
UFOs are just weird.
Let's see if I can do the flyer thing. I couldn't. I need to watch it again. Okay, he does do a jump. Okay, my cycle is off because I respawned instead of entering. I don't think I'm gonna be doing this in runs, but I wanna give it a try here. Nice. Why am I crawling? What?
Nothing. I remembered a stupid category. Somebody made to fill up time in a freaking marathon.
Hey, I did it. I don't know how you should handle the equip though. How does he do it?
Dude, I shouldn't have gotten that coin last. Why am I a moron?
Okay, he just does basically what I did. Let's see what cycle I get. Give me your guess, Denwick.
What is the lowest amount of cycles?
5.
I'm gonna guess 8 cycles. I'm assuming you're on Spectre.
Yes. Really?
I'm guessing. What was my Spectre cycle? I have no freaking clue.
I don't know.
I don't think anyone would remember that.
Hey, he's killing me.
That's his goal. Or he's the final boss.
I
Do
didn't
you
know
expect
that.
him to like hug you
Yes.
and give you presents?
Yes. It is my birthday soon after all. Or soon. One. 2. 3. Oh. 4. 5. 6 from hand. 7.
Is 8 impossible?
No. Yes. 8.
No, yeah.
9.
I wanted 8.
10.
That was
10 is average. 11. Well,
What's highest?
I don't remember, like 44. 13 cycles.
So there's an actual highest, or is it like
The highest
dampen?
someone has gotten.
Okay, so it's like dampen then.
Yes.
Where like nobody's got it like 103, unfortunately.
No.
That's probably also a lot less likely.
Yes. It's 1 in 4 chance. Unless if he has 2 hands, it's impossible. Wait, no. That makes no sense. Let me beat this, then I can think. If he has 2 hands, he has 1 in 4 chance of doing the laser, unless the last attack he did was a laser, then it's impossible for him to do a laser.
But only if he has 2 hands. If he has 1 hand, he can do 2 lasers in a row.
Yes.
Interesting. Where was it?
Okay, well, while the credits are playing, I'll take a piece.
Nice.
Hui!
So, I have a task for everyone in Science Chat. whenever, whenever he gets back, just start a random conversation about Super Mario Bros. 3 for no reason. Specifically Super Mario Bros. 3. If anybody's actually in chat, which I have no freaking clue because I'm not watching it because I don't have two monitors right now, and so I have to use one of my monitors to play when I'm playing. There could just be no one in chat, and I could be talking to no one right now, which would be fun. I like talking to no one. Like, ask Cyan like a million questions about Super Mario Bros.
Ah,
Welcome back.
what did you call me this time while I was away?
I called you a really stupid maniac man who murdered 7 people.
What?
With a chainsaw.
What?
Yes, you did it. You know you did.
No. Tarmo.
What about Tharmo?
He's in my feet. Hugging my legs. Okay, let's see what percentage am I at. 52.4.
What was that again? It's not your percentage, it's your success rate.
Oh yeah, success rate.
Is it success rate in PAL?
I don't remember.
You have your Planet Rusted PAL copy.
Yeah, but I'd have to remod my system and put the game in and open the game and wait for the game to load all that stuff and then open this menu just to see if it is or is not. Then remod the system again to make it play NTSC UNJ games, then put this game running again so I can play this version.
That isn't difficult.
It's not, but it's annoying.
No, it isn't. Not if you're stupid.
Okay, do TV tower first. Very interesting. What's your favorite level?
Me?
Yes, in Ape 1.
I was gonna say a level from the game I'm playing right now if you didn't say one. Probably... it can't be Hot Springs because I hate Hot Springs.
Why?
You know.
No.
Yes, you very much do know why I hate hot springs.
No.
What else? What other levels exist? Probably Cumbling Castle. Just because the music is good.
Oh, I didn't even get that monkey. Then what monkey did he get? Instead. Wait, I think I might have just got an extra monkey.
Ooh. I fell down and broke my back. And now I need surgery. What's your favorite type of surgery?
Brain.
Why do you like brain surgery?
I don't know.
What's so special about brains?
I don't know. I'm confused. What monkey did he not? Wait. He went
Need one
straight
more
here, got that guy and those in there.
I hate this star because if you miss one coin, you're screwed, and there's 100 coins, and you never
But I
remember
do
where all
differently.
100s were.
Or
Because you have the brain of a hippopotamus. I've been stuck here for 10 years some days.
I'm confused now. What did I do differently?
You pissed.
He got everything except... Oh. Oh.
Ow, my back hurts.
What? Did I just miss a monkey somehow, or am I like completely brain dead?
I think you're completely brain dead because I'm completely brain dead. I'm looking around for a single red coin.
I'm looking for a single monkey.
Yes, monkeys are a lot easier to find than coins.
You have less coin spots to find. We'll check.
What do you mean? I have 100 coin spots to find.
Red coins.
In this level, there's 100 red coins.
Why?
Ask the guy who made it why it was a good idea.
I got the basement catch. I got this monkey. I got a coin. I have the right amount of coins. What? Wait, did I just get an extra monkey for no reason? Is that what's the difference? Actually, yes, that's what the difference is. Okay, yeah. Problem solved.
What do you mean by an extra monkey for no reason?
I got one monkey that I didn't need to get.
Oh, you need to get every monkey?
Yes, but it was the first visit.
Oh, so you were intended to get a different monkey, but you were supposed to get a different monkey, but you got that monkey?
No, I was not supposed to get that monkey or any monkey after the monkey before that at all.
Huh? What? Why?
I was supposed to get 3, 6, 7 monkeys, but I got 8.
Doesn't the game kick you out when you get enough
Not
monkeys?
in TV Tower because it's a boss level.
Oh yeah.
And a Kremlin Castle.
So why did you get the monkey in TV Tower?
I don't know. I didn't notice the difference of him not getting it. So IJ's up there, gets the 2 guys. I don't think I'm
swear
gonna
some-
do the fan strat, whatever. Or will I?
I swear sometimes coins in this level just disappear and you can never find them ever again. Because like, if I exit course and I re-enter, I might find a coin. But like, I won't know which coin it was. I would just grab it on accident. Like, this level's the worst level in the game.
Let's try my luck. Can I get this?
No.
Nope, not at all.
Where the crap is this coin? I wish I could just have X-ray vision and find the coin.
I'll just do this the casual way. I'm not gonna go for the sick fan blowing falling strat, whatever.
Fan blowing falling strat. Sounds like a weird strat.
You fall down, get blown by a fan into a monkey, and you enter level on the monkey. It looks really cool.
Where the hell is this coin?
Oh, you do
I
time
do-
trial right after, okay.
This is the last like difficult star in the whole run, and then I could go fucking eat. Which is what I want to do, but I can't eat until I finish practicing everything in this run, and there's only... Technically there's only 11 stars left in the game. Or no, 12. But I can't get 6 of them, or 5 of them. I can't count. This is the last one that is actually somewhat difficult. But only difficulty here is just that it has 100 coins and I always forget one. It's always exactly one. I never know which one it is and I can never remember it because I've never found the one missing coin. I either give up and retry the level and then I find it, or I never find it. It is very dumb.
Just.
And I don't have the brains to find the coin right now.
I'm gonna go for it. No. No, damn. Oh, I don't give a fuck. I'm not actually running right now, so I'm gonna go for it anyway. Again.
Highest level awful. I don't even know why this level's in this game, I'll be honest. It doesn't make sense to exist.
Okay, I give up. Restart there.
Where's my coin? Part of me doesn't think that this coin exists, because it doesn't. can't find a coin. I'm gonna search every single frickin' corner of the level, and if it's not in those corners, I don't think the coin exists. Even though I know it does because I've gotten it before. I just don't know which coin it is because... Every single corner. I could have started a level in case I was an idiot and missed one at the very beginning.
I keep being an idiot.
That sounds great. At least... Where the hell is this coin? Like seriously, I've beaten this frickin' game multiple times. I've gotten this coin probably at least 10 times in the past, and yet I can never find it every single time I go back to this game. It's frustrating. This level sucks and I hate it.
Ah, fuck off! I want to catch mouse potato monkey. Yarusanai!
I think I found the coin.
That might
Found the
not,
coin!
might not be the best strat for... what is this time trial? Even though it's cool.
I hate coins. Are you doing the time trials now?
Yeah, it seems like you catch the rest of the monkeys, then do the time trial, move on. Well, actually, seems like that's how the game fucking works. You catch the monkeys so you can do the time trial.
So you're going back to each level and then catching the monkeys and then doing the time trial and then going to the next level?
Yes.
Okay, so you aren't doing them like I did them. Just time trials last.
Yeah, because we weren't planning on doing the time trials. But we were like,
We weren't?
I don't think we were. I think we were just like, no, let's, no, no. But at the
And
same
then we
time,
did
it was so close to 100% and it was just time trials.
Although you did have to like look up the locations of the coins or something. Or I mean not look up, but... You did have to tell me most of the locations of the coins.
Okay, I know what he's gonna do here, because this is just the all monkeys thing. You go catch two monkeys.
I actually have an idea. Nah, that's never gonna work in a million years. And it's never gonna be faster in a trillion years.
Oh. No. Don't you dare have fun. Okay, what's the time trial like? Oh, okay. It's the same as the second visit, but you get that monkey as well.
That never works apparently. What's your favorite type of pancake?
2584.
What's your favorite type of breakfast food?
Pancakes.
Pancakes?
Mm.
Why? What's great about cakes in a pan?
Why are they called pancakes when they are not cakes? Even though they are in a pan. Or made in a pan.
Maybe the person who first made a pancake was like, this is similar enough to a cake.
Or maybe pancake was before cake. So cake doesn't make sense, but pancake does.
Pancake. A pancake.
I knew that was gonna happen, but I didn't know it was gonna be that extreme. Oh yeah, the time trial is just going wrong. What's your favorite monkey in Ape Escape 1?
I don't know the names of any monkeys in Ape 1.
Well, describe your favorite monkey by the location it's in.
The one that's riding a dinosaur because he looks like he's having a lot of fun.
Which one? There's two. The T-Rex one and the other one.
The T-Rex one.
But it looks dangerous.
What do you mean it looks dangerous? That looks like it's so much fun.
Are you sure? Really? That was the worst combo ever. But it's only 3 seconds worse than what the world record got.
I forgot that this game trolls you. Puts a 1-up where you can't get it.
How many siblings are you?
1. Well, actually, no, technically I'm 3 because I have 3 siblings and I'm 1 sibling to each of them, so that makes me... And so if you add up all the siblings I am to my siblings, then I'm 3 siblings. Perfect logic?
I guess. It makes sense. Is it here? No, it's in the other place. Oh. What's the... What monkey am I missing? How am I missing a monkey? I'm a monkey?
You're a monkey?
Or am I dumb? Is that it? Yeah, it's it. Yeah, that's it. I'm dumb. That's what's wrong. I'm dumb.
How dumb.
How dumb are you from 1 to me, Sion?
Probably around Carmo.
No, I wanted to be so cool, but I just sucked ass instead. Okay, what's the time trial like? You get.
I don't even need to. I shouldn't even need to practice this part of the run, but I don't care. Because
Okay,
I'm almost done practicing.
Okay.
I'm practicing a run that I learned, but I never finished a run of. But technically, I didn't learn, but I also learned, but I didn't. Which makes no sense until you realize what I am, and it makes even less sense.
What do you mean? I realized that you're an idiot and it makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense that I'm an idiot.
No, whatever you said makes perfect sense because you're an idiot.
How does it make perfect sense if I'm an idiot?
You wouldn't say
Because
what you said if you weren't an idiot.
Yes, but how did any of what I said make any, like, coherence?
It didn't.
Then it didn't make sense.
Yeah, but it made sense why you said that.
Okay, so the reason why I said it made sense, but the actual things I said didn't make sense.
Yes. Makes sense?
Maybe.
Come back here, you asshole. What? I need a 4th monkey?
Yes.
What? But he only got 3.
Yes, but
When-
you need a 4th monkey because you have a brain of 2.